Hey everyone, before we begin today's video, a friendly reminder to like and subscribe to the channel and to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload from me. I'm also over on Twitch, so consider following or subscribing at twitch.com/IamSlimYGO. If you want to support me in the channel, you can do so by using my TCG Player affiliate link when you shop for cards, as it's no cost to you. If you're looking for awesome custom play mats and sleeves, check out Your Playmat and use my affiliate link when you shop and it will save you 10% on checkout. In addition, if you want the best gaming chairs and gaming tables on the market, visit Ewin Gaming and use the code SLIM for 20% off and begin gaming in style. Lastly, if you really want to support the channel, consider joining my Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month, you can support me and what I do here. All these links will be in the description below. With all that being said, let's get to today's video.
Alright, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Colton, coming at you with another deck profile, same deck, but I got a lot of feedback and I need to be a lot more descriptive with this deck for a lot of the newcomers, right? So sorry for that, guys. We're gonna do exactly that, right? Show what the cards do. Talk about what the cards do, show what the cards are, and just help you guys understand and build the deck more, right? Be sure to show love to the channel. Shout out to my boy Slim for doing this as well, providing my deck list on his channel. Nothing but love for him. Appreciate you, bro. And shout out to MEKK-KNIGHT, right? Blue for 2, purple for 1, gears for game. You already know what it is, baby. So we're gonna start it off here. 3 MEKK-KNIGHT purple Nightfall. To start it off, this is your main searcher. You have a couple searchers, but this is the main one. This is the best one. You can target himself, banish to search another MEKK-KNIGHT besides himself, and then whenever you banish, you can it comes back during the next standby phase. Can target any MEKK-KNIGHT, so not just himself actually. So it's really good. It kind of floats, quotation. It's a very, very good card, right? It generates advantage every single turn. And it's level 8, so pay attention to that. Next, we have our other searcher, MEKK-KNIGHT Blue Sky. He searches up to the number of cards your opponent controls in his column. So if they have 1 in the column, search 1. If they have 2, you search 2. If they have 3 in the column, search 3. If they have 4, by some grace of God, you search 4. Right? Yeah, really good card. Play 3. Want to be as consistent as possible. Gotta get your searches on, right? And then for your last searcher, not necessarily a searcher, but start your engine as well. Girsu. This is your normal summon of the deck. On summon, send any Royal Legacy card from the deck to the grave. So yes, if you draw your bricks, you can send something else. Then also, he summons a token to both players' boards. So he's a 1-card Link 2, 1-card Zeus, 1-card Dingirsu, 1-card a lot of stuff. So you definitely gotta play him, guys. You definitely gotta play the 3 Girsus. That's it for the 3 ofs. Next, we have double Indigo Eclipse. Yes, you play 2, not 1 in this deck, this version of the deck, because you want to be able to have as many negates as possible with your setup, right? Because you're going to set up secrets, which I'll show later. Secret's going to summon Indigo from the grave. That's 1, 2 negates, and then Memory is going to summon Indigo from the deck. That's 2 more negates, right? And then depending on the rest of the other cards, you might have more negates, right? Next, for the 1 of MEKK-KNIGHTs, you have the 1 Red Moon, the 1 Green Horizon, the 1 Yellow Star, and then our honorary MEKK-KNIGHT, my favorite card in the world, World Legacy World Chalice. Red pops monsters, right, in his column. Green recurs from the grave whenever he battles something in his column, and yellow pops back row in his column, right? These are all very, well, these 2 are definitely very, very necessary. This is my own play style. You do not have to play this card. The way I play the deck, I feel like this card is crucial, so I play it. But I completely understand if you opt to not play a green. Chalice, I feel like you have to play this card. You can also play Wand. There's also a couple other War Legacy cards you can play, but I feel like this is the best one. It gives you more advantage, more dollar for your send off Girsu for the next turn. Also, he has other applications. You can also summon this, use effect to send it to the grave to not negate a summon, but whatever they summon from the extra deck, you can send it to the graveyard. That effect is not once per turn, so you can do that, then activate secrets, summon it back, and do it again. So it's pretty nutty, honestly. But the other effect, to banish it from the grave to search, is just better than any other World Legacy monster to send. And then for the last of the monsters, we have 3 Kaijus. Still trying to decide on my lineups for Kaijus. It's going to change depending on how the meta forms. If I see Wind Barrier popping up here and there, I'm probably going to turn all 3 of these into the Wind Kaijus. If I see no Wind Barrier in existence, it's just going to be 3 Gamma Cells, just because it's the weakest Kaiju, so we can just beat over it. But you don't have any problem getting over Kaijus or just leaving them with Kaijus once you set up your board. So really good to have them anyway. If you don't know, they're to clear boards, guys. You use the kaijus to get over negates, get over problematic monsters, and summon it into back row or under a link monster to have 2 in a column, and you don't have to set a card to do MEKK-KNIGHT plays. So that's pretty awesome, right? So that's it for the monsters. Now for the spells, we have 3 Pot of Prosperities. This is a consistency card, very good in this deck. The extra deck is not limited. There's a lot of room for a lot of different cards, so Pot of Prosperity is very easy to play in this deck for 3, 6, whatever, sometimes even 9 if you're grinding that much. Banish, look at the top cards of how many you banish and add whatever you want. Very good in this deck. This is not necessarily an OTK deck. You do grind, so you don't care about the downside, whatever that might mean. Next, you play 3 Lightning Storms, just a blowout card in a go second deck. Clear all the back row or bait out negates. Really good in this deck. Yeah. If you guys don't want to play this, there's a lot of other options to it. I suggest not Twin Twister, but Cosmic is good. The Galaxy Cyclone's good. Feather Duster, but we also play Feather Duster. There's a lot of options out there, guys. Artifact Ignition is also well. Next, we play 3 Triple T's. This card is reprinted alongside Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm got reprinted as well. Because I see a lot of complaining about how the deck's expensive, but you know, as time moves forward, you keep getting these reprints, the deck will become a lot, well, this variant of the deck will become a lot more affordable for you guys, so I suggest you just get these cards, man. They're really good. Triple T, pretty much another, you know, disruption for your turn to clear their board and or clear their hand of hand traps, right? So when they activate something, you can activate 1 of 3 effects, draw 2, look at their hand, rip a card, or take a monster they control. More times, I rarely draw with this card, because I don't want to draw into like pots. Because if you pot, you can't activate pot the same turn you drew cards by card effect. So you usually don't want to draw. And even if that card didn't have that clause, you want to see what's in their hand. Like you want them to stop them from stopping you, so that you can do your most optimal plays. See their hand and or take something from the board. If I'm taking something, it's usually a Dragoons, right, or a negate. So you're mainly using Triple T for that, and it's broken in that sense. Next, another blowout card, 3 Dark World No Mores, same theory with Lightning Storm, activate 1 card, get rid of all the problems, right? So, Dark World No More does exactly that. Sure, it prevents you from doing damage from the battle phase, but who cares? Like I said, not an OTK deck. You want to clear their board, put up your negates, establish your board, and continue to play Yu-Gi-Oh from there, right? The minute you establish your board, the deck is kind of hard to get over, right? So, Dark World helps promote doing exactly that. Another 3 of, as you can see, 3 ofs are very prominent in this deck. Another 3 of is Memory. This card starts your entire engine. Summons any MEKK-KNIGHT from the deck, but you can only summon MEKKs for the rest of the turn. That is literally fine. The drawback does literally nothing for the most part. You usually summon Indigo. You usually summon Purple Search, whatever you need, right? And then for Disruption, you summon Indigo from the deck, right? Because summon Indigo in front of the monster while you have secrets up, negate, activate, negate again. So very, very good in this deck, guys. If E-Telly's at 3, you play 3 E-Tellys. Next, for the 1 of World Legacy cards, you play 1 Key and 1 Succession. Key negates activated trap effects. Succession is a monster reborn to a zone 8 link monster point 2, right? So Key also adds from banish to hand. So when you activate your these 3 cards, right, you can add whatever you banish. So in order to activate yellow and that's not red, guys. This is red. So whenever you activate your yellows and your red, you banish a MEKK-KNIGHT from the grave to pop, right? So activate yellow, banish from grave to pop a spell or trap. Activate red, banish a MEKK-KNIGHT from the grave to pop a monster. What Key does is whatever you banish, so say you banish a green from the deck, you activate Key, add the green to your hand, right? And then purple can banish from your board to search. If you want to get that card back that turn, despite the fact you're going to get it back in your standby phase, you can activate Key to then add that banish card back. Very good card for recursion. Very good, guys. And then its other effect is also amazing. It negates activated trap effects. So, you know, imperms, punishments, you know, just any trap card that activates, you can negate it with Chalice. With Key. So that's awesome. And then Succession is just monster reborn that you can search, right? So we played that card. Now for your other 1 of spells, we got Call By and Feather Duster. These have they each have their own applications, right? Both these cards are at 1 for a reason, right? Call By stops hand traps, bodies Drytron, which is the best deck right now. Well, one of the best decks. I think it might be the best deck still. I don't know. And then Feather Duster, another blowout card. Clear all the back row, do your combo, right? So we play both of those, right? Next, for the only trap that we play in the main, World Legacy Secrets. This is probably the best card in the deck. The reason why I started playing this deck 4 years ago or whatever, it's skill drain. And it can summon from, it's call on it / skill drain. On activation, it can summon your level 5 or higher from the grave. All MEKK-KNIGHTs besides Girsu are level 5 or higher, so you'll activate, summon more times than most. You're going to summon Indigo or Purple from the grave, whatever, right? It's going to mainly be Indigo. And it negates activated monster effects in the same column as the MEKK-KNIGHT. So you summon, when they activate something, you activate this, summon your Indigo from the grave, negate it. If they activate something else, you activate Indigo, move this over to wherever they just activated, that column. If they added something in this column, you move this here, negate it, right? So that's exactly what this does. It's not once per turn. So if you draw one, you search another one, you gotta do both of them. So this card's nuts, which is why I play 3, because it's literally insane. So that's it for the main deck. 40 cards. I always play my decks at 40 because I am a bum and I will break. So let's play 40 cards to help stop that from happening, right? Now for the extra deck, we'll start with the XYZs, right? We play 1 Dingirsu and 1 Zeus. They go hand in hand. Dingirsu helps you out cards with your 1 card combo of normal summoning your Girsu. If you normal summon Girsu and a resolve, obviously you can 1 card summon each of these cards, right? You want to have that option, right? You can 1 card Zeus, right? Just like Zuzu, just with extra stats, and I think it might be a little better, right? You normal summon Zeus. Normal summon Girsu affects some tokens to your opponent and your board. Link the token away to Link Karibo. Go into Galatea. Galatea turns into this. Send something, enter battle, attack, and then this turns into this. You did all that with just this 1 normal summon, which is why you play this card and these cards. Yeah, they do exactly what I just said. These cards are nuts in this deck, so you play those, right? Now for the 1 of Link 1s, we play the 1 Link Karibo, the 1 Link Spider, and the 1 Secure Garda. This is a new edition. I'll explain that right here in a sec. Link Karibo is for that combo that I just displayed, right? You normal summon Girsu, affect send, affect summon tokens. The tokens are Link 1 Dark Machines, so you play Link Karibo. In order to summon Galatea, they have to be effect monsters, so you have to play one of these 2 cards, but there's a reason why I play both. I'll tell you that in a second. So that's why you play with Link Karibo, so that you can 1 card some of these cards, right? And then Link Spider is here because you want to respect Nibiru. Guys, as you become more prominent with the deck, you will realize that you cannot play around Nibiru at all times within the cards that are in your hand and the cards at your disposal, right? But one way you can do that with your extra deck is playing Link Spider, right? So they Nibiru you. If you end your turn with a token on the board, you will not be able to effectively use your secrets, because secrets negates monsters in the same column as MEKK-KNIGHT, right? If they summon a token, what a good player will do is continue to summon and do their combos in front of that token, right? And then your secrets is just pretty much dead. So you want to help stop that from happening by playing Link Spider. You link the token away, you summon a Link Spider, and either 1, continue your combos because you drew good enough, or 2, stop your turn right there where you're still good because you searched the secrets within that combo, and they can't stop you from using secrets because you no longer have the token, right? So that's why you play Link Spider. You gotta respect Nibiru. It's out there. I think it's becoming a lot more prominent now that we have Noblemen out. People will at bare minimum play like 1 or 2 of them just to use Noblemen. And it'll continue to be in a better right. So respect the card, right? And then next we play Secure Garda. This card is a new edition. Shout out to my boy Belly Bell for putting me on. You use it for Lib. You can link Lib away to summon this Link 1 and then activate Lib's grave effect. So that alone is just really, really good. Now for the Link 2s, we start with Galatea. I already explained why you play this. You use her just so that you can summon your Dingirsu. Dingirsu can be summoned over Galatea, right? So you play the Galatea. Also, she has the other effect. She can put your banished machines back to the deck. 1 being your Girsus, and mainly you will shuffle this back to the deck to set an Orcus spell or trap. You only play 1 in the side deck only, but I find myself never doing that. I do find myself recycling this sometimes though, because you do want to send that card as many times as you can, right? So yeah, you play the 1 Galatea, and then you play the 3 Libs and the 3 Warning Stars. I'll explain what these cards do right here. Lib, you can only summon this card if you have a World Legacy card in your graveyard. You play a bunch, right? When you normal summon Girsu, you send a World Legacy card. You send the World Legacy World Chalice. You send that. You send this card right here, the World Legacy World Chalice, right? But you can also have sent this. You can send you can see where I'm going here, right? You play a bunch of World Legacy cards. You can only summon this when you have one. What I'm saying is you'll always have one, right? Now, her other effect is you can set a World Legacy card from your deck, right? So you can set your secrets, you can set your succession, your key, your memory. So what you find yourself doing turn 0 or your first turn of killing the board is you're probably setting secrets most of the time. Secrets is going to help establish your board once you clear theirs, right? So you activate live, usually you set secrets, you set it to a column where you're going to summon a MEKK-KNIGHT, right? So she does exactly that. Then her other effect is, boom, you're continuing your combo, you link her away. Her grave effect is when she's used as link material, you can shuffle something on the board without targeting. So you don't have to pick first, right? That's what that means, without targeting. They have to respond to it, and then once they respond to it, then you can pick your card. So that card is nuts. Gets rid of a lot of cards that can't be targeted, destroyed by card effects. This can help clear the board, which is what you want to do with MEKK-KNIGHTs. Clear the board, break their board, establish yours, and kill them with the grind, right? And then the 3 Morning Stars, this is your main searcher in the extra deck. On summon, effect, discard a World Legacy card and or a MEKK-KNIGHT to search a World Legacy card. So you discard your MEKK-KNIGHTs or whatever World Legacy card to search a World Legacy card. Usually search this or memory or whatever you need in that situation. I already showed you all the World Legacy cards that we play. Those are all the targets for Morning Star. And then his other effect is, while he's face up, him and all MEKK-KNIGHTs on the board cannot be destroyed by battle, and you take no damage while he's face up, unless the monster that's battling the MEKK-KNIGHT is directly in front of said MEKK-KNIGHT. So in order for them to kill this card, they need to summon right in front of it and then attack that card. But, you know, in conjunction with cards like, as I described earlier, our Indigo Eclipse, right? So again, I go back to this card. If they attack this card, this Morning Star, I got my Indigo over here or whatever, and they summon something in front of the Morning Star, they go attack, you can go Indigo effect, target the Morning Star to move it to one of your other columns, so that effect, that continuous effect, is still in play. The attack will go through, and then this will not die, and you'll take no damage. It goes for any MEKK-KNIGHT, right? So you can protect pretty much anything in conjunction with Indigo and Morning Star, which makes your board very, very sticky, which is why I said once you establish your board, it's pretty hard to get over, right? Next, for link 3, you play Spectre Supreme. This is a boss monster. Can be targeted, destroyed by card effects, and then his other effect, you can send something in his column, right? So something, you got a spell or trap that you set under him, or a monster that's right here, whatever. You can activate his effect, send it to the graveyard, right? To then summon a MEKK-KNIGHT from your deck in defense, right? So you can send a monster, or you can send, you know, these dead spells or traps that you don't need anymore, to summon a MEKK-KNIGHT from the deck. So that's pretty awesome. And then if there's nothing in this column, right, you can attack directly for 3,000. I don't know why he's 3,000. I think that's pretty nutty, but Konami said, fuck it, give us a 3,000 attack direct. So very good in time. I like that card a lot. Now for your 2 link 4s, right, play Appaloosa and Avermax. Appaloosa, you gotta respect Drytron, one of the best decks, as well as I said earlier, Nibiru, right? This is another alpha from Nibiru. Outside of Link Spider, you summon this, they can Nibiru you / other hand traps, right? Usually Nibiru though, that's what we're playing around. And then Drytron, they activate Engrave, you wanna, you know, stop them with this, right? Next, Avermax is your best boss monster in the deck. Link 4, yeah, you go into this, and he's kind of like Morningstar on crack, where, yeah, he can protect your board, but the way he protects your board is, while he's face up, your opponent can only attack, if they attack a monster, they can only attack this one. And his other effect is whenever he battles, if it's a special summon monster, it gains his attack. That is not once per turn, it is once per battle. So if they keep attacking this, it'll just keep gaining that attack for that battle. So it'll never die by battle by a special summon monster. And then if he just so happens to die, if he's sent to the graveyard by your opponent, he can do the same thing that Liv does. He can shuffle something on the deck, shuffle something on the field, back to the deck without targeting. So he's awesome. He's an awesome card. I find myself summoning this card pretty much every single game, right? But yeah, that's the main deck, guys. When it comes to side deck, that is, I mean, the whole deck is up for interpretation. It's MEKK-KNIGHTs. You can play it as many different ways as possible. There are a million different variants of the deck. This is just the version that I think is the most effective, that I've had a lot of play testing with, as well as the side deck. The side deck is also always going to be up for interpretation, but I'm just going to show you guys the side deck that I use for not only the 3v3 this past weekend, but the 3v3 the weekend before that, where one I got 6th place, and the one from this week I got 1st place, right? It just pretty much hits every meta deck, right? So we start off with 3 Nibirus, 3 Cycle Readers, 2 Drolls, and Artifact Scythe. Nibirus for pretty much every matchup, Unibiru game, right? if you do it correctly. Cycle Reader, you gotta respect Jartron, best deck. Jartron's are hard to match up, so you play that because it's really good against them and you can search it. Droll, again, respect the hardest matchup. Jartron, activate Droll, GG, right? And then Scythe, because we also play the 3 artifact sanctums. Scythe is really broken in this deck because you'll use it, especially when they make you go first. You'll use it, you set sanctum, summon Scythe, they'll pass, and then on your turn, you do your MEKK-KNIGHT combo, you search the secrets, activate secrets, summon Scythe again, and you end the turn again, and you'll probably kill them next turn for the most part. And if you don't, you play 3 secrets, so you just keep on doing it, man. Just do it again and again, right? Next, I play the double Waken the Dragon. In order to summon MEKK-KNIGHTs, guys, you need to set a card in front of your opponent's card. So if you set Waken the Dragon, they know your strategy after game 1. They're probably going to side in their Twin Twisters and their Cosmic Cyclones, their Heavy Storm Dusters, or whatever, and they're probably going to pop the cards that you set. Waken the Dragon it promotes you gaining advantage after they do that, right? They're trying to combat you doing your combos, and you just end up combating what they're combating. It's combatception. It's nuts, guys. I'm telling you. So you activate the Waken Grave effect. You can summon from your extra deck or main deck. Usually you summon Purple Nightfall because Purple Nightfall starts your entire engine. If it's their turn, you can also summon Scythe because you want to end the turn, right? You want to survive so that you can then grind and stop them from doing whatever they want to do, right? And then for the last card, you play Orcus Crescendo. It's literally for the Drytron matchup. Like I said, the hardest matchup. But we have a lot of contingencies for that. You normally summon Girsu, effective Girsu. Send this to the graveyard, right? And then you can banish it from the graveyard to then search the Cycle Reader. Cycle Reader pretty much kills a lot of the Drytron combo. You want to have that option, so you play the one Crescendo. Sure, you can set it up Galataea sometimes, but I find myself not doing that. I just want to search that Cycle Reader, guys. But like I said, this is not set in stone. Side deck is not set in stone. It is up for you to decide what you want to side based on your play style and the way you want to play that. Alright, with that being said, that is the deck. If you guys got questions, just comment on my boy Slim's video. He'll give you the link to my videos as well, my page. I'm more than happy to help you guys with the deck. I can do so on my Twitch, my Discord. Coaching is also available for you guys. If you want information, just hit me up and I got you guys, man. I just want to show you guys how to play the best deck, bro. MEKK-KNIGHT, bro. You already know what it is, man. 2 in a column, GG, every single time. With that being said, guys, take it easy.
Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and a special thanks to all my patrons. It's because of you, after all these years, I'm still able to make this type of content. Hopefully you guys will check out some of the videos that are suggested here for you, and just remember, you guys, it's not just a game, it's a lifestyle. Thanks for watching.